everybody, welcome back to the Lion's Den. This is Panzer King here, bringing you another unboxing, but a special unboxing this time. And this one has come from the United States via a friend of mine. It has come from the chaplain. Some of you may follow him on YouTube, and he has a great channel. I reached out to him several weeks ago. I said, listen, I want to buy something, and can you send it up to me because they don't send it to Canada? So, likely the person that he always is, he said, not a problem, buddy, and he did. Of course, I paid him for it, and here it is, finally, after 3.5 weeks, and I'm sure you guys know what it is through the title, but I'll just re-announce what it is. It's actually the War Room expansion. Now, many of you might be following right now. War Room is being re-released as a second edition out there in the in their website, and they're doing a Kickstarter program. So, if this is something you might want to pick up, I strongly urge and/or recommend you head on over there and order it. I think it's like $137 right now for the actual game. Now, of course, they're sold out of the first expansion, or not the first expansion, the first edition game. So the second edition has just come, or is going to be coming online soon once they get funding for it. But I read somewhere in the comments that they were not going to be doing the Jumbo Pack expansion for the second edition. So I thought, you know what? I really like that. I want to grab that. So that's what I ended up doing, because I don't know how many of those they have left. I think they probably have quite a few, but you never know. But nonetheless, this is a game created by Larry Harris, who created Axis and Allies. And it's something I've always wanted to own. Ironically, I still don't own it. This is just the expansion. But we're going to crack it open and see what's inside. And see if it fits the War Room or not. So, let's dive right in here, guys. Do this live for you as best I can on camera. Sorry, it's been a long day at work and it's hard to multitask right now, but I'll definitely do my best. But once again, I thank you, the chaplain, for sending this my way. I needed a place to send it in the States so that he could send it on to Canada. And I love the packaging. It's just so beautiful. It's a little bit caved in here, but you know what? Big deal. It's not the box that matters, it's what's inside it. And let's open it up. Whoa, look at all these pretty goodies. So, this is some of the Warboard expansions. Like I say, I've never played the game, but you can use a dry erase marker, put it on here, and I believe you can put your orders in, what you want, what you're going to build on these. So that is nice to have for sure. Like I said, I'm not sure if those are going to be in the new one, but you can see right here, you got the Chinese, the Soviets, the Germans, the United States, the Commonwealth, so on and so forth. So very cool, very cool. And we got a nice little pouch, I think maybe for dice. I'm not quite sure, but it's pretty nice. You know, it's not the best quality in the world, but you know what? For what it is, it's perfect for the War Room. And of course, we got the Kingdom of Italy here too, the other Axis powers. So double-sided, your oil bid. It's also a resource game too, right? So you do need to capture resources, just like you did in the Second World War. Here we got the map, or the jumbo map, I should say. And I don't know if these are actually coasters or what, but that's cool. One really unique thing about this game, guys, is the dice. And like I said, I've never played the game before, but the dice are kind of designed to speed up the game. And of course, when you roll, you know, you got, 2 whites or 3 blues. You're not counting numbers, you're counting colors to speed up gameplay. So that is really, really cool. So that is one thing, and like obviously that little pouch bag there was probably for the dice. And we'll open this up and see. looks like that's what these might be, is just some coasters. Because don't forget, this is not the core game, guys. Once again, this is the expansion, jumbo expansion. So, very nice, very classy, very beautiful. And what else we got? I know there's some more goodies in here. This feels empty, probably is empty. Oh, nope. We got these little shakers, I guess you can call them, right? So let's just grab a few dice here, put them in. Whole design is go there, shake it up, and then that's your count, right? Just designed to avoid flopping around. And I might even use these in the spring offensive, which is coming up soon. That actually seems like not a bad idea. Maybe just to avoid some cocked dice too. And what do we got in here? I believe this is the stays, like you would have in a traditional war room. Let's take a peek and look at these. I don't know why, but probably this is one of the most exciting things in here. Now, I believe there's 6 of them, but let's just take a peek and look at this. That's so cool. Just moving along your troops or your divisions like you are in a true war room. Once again, I don't know. If I can, I might even use those in the spring offensive. Reminds me of that scene in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade when him and Elsa are sneaking into the German castle, and he peers down to a bunch of Germans on a map room, and he says, "Nazis, I hate these guys." And that's exactly what they were doing on the map of Europe. So, good stuff. Well, let's get to the map, guys. Let's get to the map. Now, this map, it's not like your standard map. It's kind of a rubbery-based map, and sometimes it has kinks. And I believe some people have recommended putting it into a dryer, I believe, to get it all sorted out and get the kinks out. But for right now, let's just see here. It doesn't matter how we do this, but we'll just flip it out and go from here. I'm just going to leave this here, and I'm just going to spread it out, and then we'll take a quick peek of it. Now this is a 4 foot by 4 foot map, so this should work very good in the Lion's Den on the war room table here. And it does. It fits like a glove. Just got a bit of wrinkles that can be ironed out in time. But aside from that, very cool. Now, just for you guys to take a look and see, large space. Now, if we are going to entertain the fact that perhaps someday there might be multiple war rooms set up in the Lion's Den, well, this can easily fit 2 of these lovely maps, as you can see, panning left to right. So let's just look at the map here. We're in the North American side here, and this is honestly probably just the worst part of it that just needs to be kinked out, but really cool. And like I said, I don't have any of the chips. General Hand Grenade does own this game, and he's only a few houses away. He's very close to me and Prince George here. But of course, just having the ability to play with this and pulling forces back, I don't know, kind of fun. Kind of really cool. And because it's such a different game and a unique game, all the more reason why it would be really fun to play. And of course, you can see how big Europe is here too, right? And yeah, like I say, this is just a gorgeous map. Just very colorful, shows you. I believe it takes place in the early 40s when the Germans have already invaded Russia. Like, everybody's at war at this point. The Greeks have the Balkans, or control over the Balkans at Libya. The Americans have just entered the war. And the Japanese over here on this side, you can take a peek and see, they have all the money islands down south. And they have Burma and Thailand right there. New Guinea, or part of New Guinea, is theirs. It's not divided in half like the Global War Series games. And of course, you see they have possession of Wake Island, Marshall Islands, Gilbert Islands, and so on and so forth. And then further on in the Pacific are the American holdings. So very cool, very cool. And then up here, if we look at the center of the map, this is where you'll be putting your turn sequences and whatnot, and morale and whatnot through here. So very interesting. We'll have to see how it all turns out, and obviously this map will have to just be stretched out a bit because it's been kinked for a while. But I fully am excited for once it fully levels out and straightens out. And of course Africa down here, mostly all British holdings. Madagascar, now that is interesting. Of course it's German, it looks like here. Now of course the Vichy probably have some part to hold on that, as well as the French West Africa, because there is no Vichy nation here, but of course these are probably all Germans that occupy in this zone. So yeah, it's just very cool, like a very playable game. Looks like we got our convoys here in the Pacific, or in the Atlantic, I should say. Factory strengths, big factories in Germany, right? So, and huge industrial strength, of course, in the United States. So, anyways, guys, I just wanted to share this with you. There's not too much else to go over, and simply in the fact that when I get the second edition game, we're gonna have some fun probably playing this game. If you guys want to learn more about War Room, there's a person called Pain State. So it's P-A-I-N-S-T-A-T-E. You can type that in there, Pain State War Room. I think he should come up. Go check him out. And I'll even actually add it to the links down here if you guys want to learn more about War Room. He's probably my favorite person to watch because he seems to always do videos on it. So definitely go check him out, because someday in the Lion's Den, Panzer King will be playing this wonderful game. And it may turn out to be just as good, but probably not, as the Global War 36. But nonetheless, take care, everyone. Panzer King signing off. You guys all stay classy.